any fear of death.
Yeah, and being against a clockwork too.
Oh wow, 20, yep, he's in meta. That means the damage is online. Whitemon trying to chase to get a little bit of vision for his carry player, and with the Earth Spike, it's going to ensure that first blood goes the way of T1.
23 probably just identified that, like, okay, I should not have gone mid like that.
That save will be caught out here. He gets Whitemon inside his cogs with the battery assault applied as well. Cuckoo trying to make some space, gets the epicenter off, but the burrow strike misses. Nightfall with the doppelganger will be fine. Wonder if that would have been enough damage. Maybe.
Yeah,
Kingslayer now getting pressured in the meantime. Looks like the Earth Spike will ensure that at least T1 gets somebody. Oh, actually, GPK and Kingslayer are here. And of course, I'm assuming they have sentries. Indeed, they do. Cuckoo staying around a little bit too long. So that'll be essentially a freebie for VP.
For Cuckoo, but it's so much worse as a Sand King to die when there's a catapult wave, because your whole job is defending those towers. Whitemon,
save. Is he going to be in range? The cogs are there, pushes them up into an area that isn't allowed by Gaben himself. But on the other side, Carl with the focus fire. DM misses the Ravage, and Whitemon is actually surviving through this. The power shot connects. Kingslayer's dead instead. Somehow T1 have turned this around. Maybe they can turn it around onto DM himself. They're going to focus on to the PL for now. Save looks to be the first to fall here in this little mini engagement. So 2 for nothing. Carl, okay, this will be an even bigger kill, though, for VP. He's getting slowed perpetually. The blocks attempt from Cuckoo, not quite enough. And now the Viper Strike he has to worry about. Burrow Strike with the melee range. And after all of that, VP still gets 2 value kills.
How does Carl know? Did they smoke on a ward, or?
Cuckoo, okay, maybe he does know.
Carl with the game sense.
Yeah, so the smoke, okay, they might find the kill instead onto Zephyr. We're going to see the Ravage is going to connect on 2. Be a nice, easy cleanup for VP on Zephyr here as we see the Burrow Strike connect on the Clockwork. We see 23 Savage gets off the Metamorphosis, which means DM has to be a little bit careful here. In the meantime, Carl with the Focus Fire, he's able to get the AA, but he might take the Viper Strike in turn. We have the Sunder available, not sure. Carl getting extremely low, though. And it's going to be a 2 for 2 to start things out, because now the chase is on to GPK.
Oh, Cuckoo's a haste.
Yep, haste rune. Burrow Strike in 5 seconds. He has to be careful. He's inside the Sandstorm right now, and the right clicks will be enough. So T1 end up getting a ton of kills in this fight. And 23 Savage is back, Jenkins.
Yeah, that's a really cool call from T1.
Not up to par in terms of just the mid lane matchup as of yet. As we see VP now going to town on this tier 1 tower.
Without Ravage, too. T1 could fight this, but it looks like they don't want to.
Hook shot connects. AA Blast is coming. I don't even think we've seen this spell this game. Curse is going to be trying to counteract this, and the right clicks from Viper. More than enough for Whitemon to take a tumble. So this will be a tier 1 tower for VP.
Trying to kind of poke there while VP were pushing that to delay it. But they saw Cuckoo on the ward top, so they know that that was not something that T1 was supposed to be able to do.
Zephyr getting chased now. Gets the Arctic Burn off, trying to go to the high ground, but this is too much damage. Attempts the TP as well, actually.
He has this idea that the first Aegis often is what you want to use to just extend the farm that you can take on the map, and we can see Nightfall.
Carl, focus fire with the BKB onto the Tidehunter, but the Kraken Shell into the Ravage is there. Attempting to run away as BKBs galore are popped. PL in the meantime on the other side of the map here, or the side of the fight I should say, is Whitemon getting pressured, but there's a nice Burrow Strike into the right clicks from 23 Savage, trying to find the real PL, but remember, this is just the Aegis, even if they get him. Cuckoo, mana being drained, 23 Savage forced to TP out. Burrow Strike doesn't even have enough mana to TP anymore, so just trying to create as much space as possible, but this is going to be the 3rd kill for VP, and still they maintain the Aegis. And then, or PL, you can focus fire, which maybe you would have killed him, but that's the Aegis still. So no good choice for Carl there. He has forced to pop the BKB. Burrow Strike into the Epicenter. AA Blast will clip Carl. The Epicenter really not doing that much. Again, most of the damage done to a hero that still has Aegis. Big hook shot from Save, but not able to really turn this into anything else, as it looks like he's going to die inside his own cogs here. Has buyback, but this is not looking like much of a push now.
Oh, VP, they smoke up off of that.
Yep, and we've only seen a couple Ravages this game.
Oh, they see Cuckoo, but
very patient.
They're dodging him. They want to go for the back line.
The haste rune's actually be taken by Cuckoo with big Ravage onto 3. Looks like the AA Blast will follow suit. 2 dead instantly in favor of Virtus Pro. The Diffusal MKB Heart Manta, he is fully loaded. And you can see with this GPK shard, these buildings do not last very long. T1 looks like they want to fight. They got out the burrow strike, but a nice hook shot onto 2 with the cogs inside the double BKB. Ice Blast to follow. Ravage comes out. It's barely going to clip 23 Savage as they focus all their efforts on him. He's going to pop his BKB, though, and get the Sunder off successfully, but they're kiting him quite well. He finally finds save in the end, but it's a 1-for-1. It costs him their mid laner. Nightfall, he is taking a ton of damage, but this is just the Aegis, remember. Zephyr, quite low in terms of the mana capacity. We'll see if VP want to disengage or not. The nice Hex. Again, the right clicks are something to absolutely fear for 23 Savage. Doppelganger low ground with the Finger of Death. All right, Kraken Shell procs. Epicenter finally comes through for Cuckoo. And it does secure them DM as this tower just melts. Man, this shard is crazy. He's running out of mana, but does have the cheese ready to go. And this is going to be a melee. They're just giving it up right here as Carl pops the BKB and the focus bar. They're applying all their pressure to GPK, and they'll get him successfully. Has his buyback available as Nightfall focusing on the backline supports. Not able to find a kill yet, though. He's going to get shackled for now, Carl. You see the DM Ravage coming out into the follow-up hook shot, but where's the damage? There's the curse inside the cogs right now. They're getting 4 staff into the backline again. Still only a 1-for-1. Hook shot to safety. Save. Another cogs to try to create a little bit of space here.
Oh, he got crit twice.
Yeah, but he's fine for now. He's going to get... Actually, that's the overclock. We didn't even mention he has Ags. So finally did end up getting it, but because of that stun...
Why does anybody hire us?
We have the burrow strike. A blast is coming from afar. DM is in the vicinity, but they're blowing up the PL. And down Nightfall goes. No buyback. Big curse destroys AA. And there's the fear from 23's Aghanim Scepter. And just like that, T1 find 3 enormous kills. Yep, the focus fire gets that melee rack, so that is 2 racks in favor now of T1, basically evening it up for all intents and purposes. Yep, hook shot is there. A blast to follow. Can they actually blow up 23 Savage? Pops the BKB, but the right clicks are out of control. Crit after crit. Not the player from EG, of course. We're talking about the Daedalus. 23 Savage gets 4-staffed. Okay, there's the Sunder. Ravage comes off a little bit late, and 23 Savage is out of there. The spider legs save him, and now they TP out to safety after the buybacks have cometh. It's going to be too late. So Aegis, Cheese, Aghanim Scepter. Who are we going to see? It's actually on the PL. We have to wait and talk about that in just a moment. Earthspike is going to connect. You can see the shard on Whitemont saving him for now. Burrow strike to follow. But look at that damage, just out of control. But the big curse onto PL. Right clicks from GPK on the sideline, but you see the damage from Carl going right through it. Gets 4-staff to safety for now, but inside the pit they go, and the right clicks from 23 Savage are just out of control. GPK inside the pit is dead, but it will cost them the Wind Ranger. Nightfall, still with that Aegis. Looking very healthy right now. GPK's Courier gets killed with an MKB on it. See if that has any implications here. It is a mid for a mid.
The D ward, though, so.
Yeah, Zephyr being spotted on the cliff here. And both teams being very careful as there's the fear that's coming out with the Finger of Death. PL is dead. 100 seconds does have buyback. Will expend it immediately. DM now on the run. You see the hook shot. This could be pretty big with the A blast coming as well. But there's the Sunder just in time. But 3 stuck inside the cogs. This is a lot of damage coming through now from VP. And will this buyback end up saving them in the end? They do find the Terrorblade. He does have buyback right now. Zephyr's getting focused. GPK doing so much damage on the sideline here. 3 for 2 with a buyback onto the PL. Another buyback to come from Kingslayer himself. And they might just try to go for Throne.
So he went for an Eon Disc on carry.
Yeah,
which
that's true.
Notoriously, we saw Arteezy do this.
Oh, big Ravage. He has the refresher. Double Ravage into the kill. Dieback on 23 Savage. It's now turned into a 4 versus 5. I'm not sure if T1 have enough damage on top of all this. We'll just have to wait and see. GPK, they can play this even just a little bit slow if they really want. Nightfall, his Eon Disc does proc. You see the cogs blocking in several heroes here. Carl inside, broken and brought down. Does have buyback though, but Sand King into the buyback as well as the building. GPK, objective-based gamer here. That is 1 tier 4 tower down. He's just going to focus the racks right now. They are going to lose the clockwork, but that is a buyback. And it looks like fortification finally popped. Maybe they just came off cooldown, but tower is basically dead at this point. All right, they have a couple of stuns applied with the focus fire to follow, but the disarm onto Wind Ranger gets the cold embrace to save for now. The several 4-steps are now even farther from the fountain. They can just focus the racks though in all likelihood. VP trying to turn this around into their favor. And VP look like they're going to the grand finals, Jenkins. What a freaking performance. Although,
It's not over
Wind
yet.
Ranger has something to say about this. A blast not going to connect, but Carl doing so much damage to that BKB. This will be a dieback. Another Cold Embrace saving him. Burrow Strike's going to apply with the hook shot to follow. Only 2 alive for T1 versus the 3 of VP. Finger of Death doing a ton of damage in the meantime, but GPK pops to BKB, still going for Throne, finds it.
Wow.
Oh!